Mill. I'm Jodi.
And I'm Iz, and we're from Flower Hill Fleeces and Fiber Mill.
And this is episode 10.
Yes, thanks for joining us today. We do want to say, if you're watching and it's Monday morning at 10 a.m., pause the video and go straight to our website if you want to order yarn, because our online drop is live.
Yay! Woo!
Yeah, it took a lot to get to this point, but we're super excited that if you want to order yarn right now, it is on our site while supplies last. So we don't know how long that's going to be, but everything we have is on the site right now.
Yes, so pause this video, head straight to the website and see what you can get. The website is finally full. Mm-hmm. No one will be reaching out saying, I went to the website and you don't have anything there.
Yes.
So,
but who knows how long it'll last. So.
Right. So, yeah, but it was great. We milled a ton to prep for Stitchburgh, which we're filming ahead of Stitchburgh, but at this point it's over.
Yeah.
And so we were milling for both the in-person event and for the website, so that we wanted to make sure both places there was enough yarn for everybody to get a chance to get something.
Yeah.
So,
and we pretty much milled as much as was humanly possible.
Yeah.
And a lot of the summer colorways are retiring now. So there might be a few you might see again, but for the most part, I think that we're moving on to fall colors. And yeah.
I think we're ready to play with some different colors.
Yeah, and some different yarn blends as well, right?
Yes, yeah.
So we have some cool things coming up that we're excited to try out.
Yeah, we have a little bit of testing to do, but I think we've got a pretty good idea of what we want to be doing next. So it's exciting.
One of the things that's on the website that we would like to show everybody, and we haven't talked about before, is that we made a lot of roving. That was in our last drop. We had bags that went through our carter, which is one of the machines in the mill, and it was kind of ready to spin bags. So it was a long loop of roving, and you could just sit at your spinning wheel and use it immediately. So that went really fast during the last drop that was just roving and stuff.
Yeah.
So we made a bunch more of those, and we're super excited to share.
And we made some that were end runs of what we were producing for yarn.
Right.
Because it wasn't enough to run through the rest of the process to actually turn into yarn, but it's a perfect amount for hand spinners.
Yeah, exactly.
So you'll see some colors that are actually our yarn colors.
Yes. So the one that was an end run is this beautiful blackberry pie. We'll get our faces out of the way so you can see it. But it's very heathered, and in this state of roving, it's perfect to spin, and you're gonna get the delight of looking at all those color changes that happen. So super excited about this one. I think it's gorgeous. Here, I'll take a little bit more out, show you one more time, but I just love this color. I think it's really great. This is one that in some form or fashion will probably be sticking around for a little bit.
Yeah, we might not do it again
exactly the same way
right now, but it is a color that we've expressed that we both really like.
Yes.
So I think you'll probably see it again, but maybe not right away.
Right, and not maybe in this blend either. So
Right.
if you really wanted this specific color, this would definitely be the time to get it. If you're a hand spinner, this is a great time to get it. And then one that it seemed like people were very excited about, so
Yes.
it actually wasn't an end run. I made as much as I could of this color. I made as much as I could in yarn, and then I made a bunch in roving too. And this is the strawberry shortcake. And let me just pull out enough that you can see that speckle. It's very bright in here today, but we've got that red speckle, and it's just a very subtle, pretty color that I think would be really fun to spin up because it has this sari silk in it. And
It's really
definitely
an
a summer color.
undertone of pink. There's a teeny tiny bit of pink in there.
Yeah, let's see if you can see it in this. Yeah, so there's a little bit of light pink, there's white, and there's that red sari silk. And we got a ton of comments on Instagram and YouTube about this color, so we made it as much as humanly possible. I will say this is not a color that you will see back anytime soon.
Yeah, I think we will retire it for the season now.
Yep. So it's very much a summer color. And then we have a few special ones. So this was just a fun experiment and we got to turn it into roving. This is a very beautiful blue that we're calling Bachelor's Button. And it's just gonna be a really gorgeous blue to spin up. There's a few bags of this. And then these two are very fun. Let's talk about both of these. I'm gonna put them up here. This first one, I think I called it Fairy Tale. Is that right?
Yeah, one is serious.
Yes, and this one's Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
So what I did here, hopefully you can see it on the camera, but I blended on the carder blue, purple, and green. And it goes back and forth a few times. And so the camera starts to readjust. But so it goes back and forth a few times from blue to green to purple, and then back to purple, and then blue, and then whatever goes on and on. And so if you, this is a 2 ounce bag, if you separate it into 1 ounces, there should be a very like nice color change.
Yeah, they'll ease into each other really nicely.
And I think you would get in a sport DK probably about 200 yards of this, maybe a little less than that. Yeah, potentially, just depending on how you spin. So basically a skein, a bag, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. But what's really beautiful, and Isabel worked really hard on these because these are kind of doubly hand blended. Like she was laying it out on the carder in a very specific pattern.
Yeah, it looked crazy going on the carder.
Yeah, and a lot of time standing in front of the carder, but they really turned out incredible. I mean, they're just gorgeous to look at.
And this is something that we wouldn't be able to produce on our machines yet. We haven't quite mastered to that degree. Who knows, maybe in the future, but this is a color changing yarn that would look great made by a hand spinner. So we're excited to offer this because it's not like, you know, a braid that's you're gonna fractal yourself. It's sort of set up for you already.
Right.
And I'm excited to see how they work out for people.
Yeah, I'm excited because we haven't had time to like kind of spin and play around with it.
But there's definitely enough color changes in there for a skein of yarn.
And because of the way she put it on the carder, they're going to ease into those colors really nicely. So you won't have like these really big jumps in color sometimes when you separate a braid.
Yes, exactly.
So you kind of did a lot of the work.
Yeah, it blends for you. The carder was definitely doing a lot of blending. There'll be like nice long stretches of color.
Yeah.
And then the other one that's very similar to this, you can take that one, is this one, which I'm calling Cirrus, like the clouds. And it just reminded me of like a pretty day that's like almost a dream-like clouded day. And what it is a very light blue and purple and pink, and they're all sort of blended together. And they also go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for those 2 ounces.
Yeah, so these two both kind of similar feel and setup in terms of, you know, those easing into colors.
Yep.
So
they're going to be really pretty.
We'll have gorgeous.
If you're going on the site and you are one of the lucky few that gets to get a bag, there will be better photos. It's hard to take a video in the bag. And we just don't have enough time right now to take an extra video. But we're super excited to continue to try to do this. So
yeah, I think
in
we'll probably play around with this a lot.
Yeah, you'll probably see more.
Yep.
So
let me hand you back this one.
We have made quite a bit of this roving, and yeah, so we're excited to share much more of these bags than last time that was on the site.
We will have much more roving than we did with the last update that we did with roving, and
I think this is probably your biggest website drop too, potentially.
Oh, by far.
Yes. So we have a lot of yarn on the website. We hope everyone that wants it can get it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just what a crazy 2 months. I think
what
we're
a
like
crazy
almost
week
relieved.
and a half.
Yeah. I think we were saying we made like a really good day for us in the mill. Like we make maybe 30 skeins total. And yesterday and the day before,
that's not really reflective of also what else is happening.
No,
like,
there's so many other tasks.
That's just like the actual yarn being made, but there's like so much else that is kind of happening at various stages.
Yes.
So it's
the multitasking of it all.
Yeah. So it's like it's an accurate yet inaccurate reflection.
Totally.
But yeah,
I think the past 2 days we made 100 skeins of yarn, which is like
we were cooking
insane amount for us. So
Yeah, I'm ready for a day off. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be totally honest.
While you're watching this, we hope that we're just relaxing.
We're hoping it's a day off that
Yes.
we're sitting with our feet up to. Yeah.
I think we'll take it easy a little bit on the milling, and this week that you're watching it, we'll definitely be packing orders.
Right, because we had the pre-order for the Press Flowers kerchief kit / class collaboration with Allyson Knits, and that went over
Really well.
Really well. Thank you for everybody who purchased a kit. We will be finishing those up and getting those out the door so that you can take advantage of the class and the kit at the same time. And I think Alice and I were both really happy with how things went.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
pretty much sold out
Yeah.
within a few days.
Yeah, so we
super cool.
Really exciting, and I think lots of people reached out to me very excited about the class. So I think that'll be great.
Yeah, that's going to be such a cool class too, because she just gave an insane coupon. So everyone that got a kit is going to get such an awesome class that is just like so affordable. So
Totally accessible. You'll get to kind of see how her on-demand classes work, which are really not exactly the same as her live ones, but you'll get a taste of what she offers in her classes.
Yeah, if you've been thinking about like new ways to kind of spice up your knitting, you want to learn a new technique, this is like anyone who ordered, this is an amazing way to do that.
And an incredible value
Yeah,
for
super.
a ton of information. So yeah, I hope everybody takes advantage of it. Yep.
And then so I mean, we've mostly been in the mill the past week. What else have you been up to?
I've done a little bit of knitting, a little bit of exercise, and
Did you spin?
Did I spin any?
No, like did you on your bike?
Oh yeah, well yeah. I've been focusing on weightlifting right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I did see a notification that was like, tell Jodi high five for 4 workout classes in a row on Peloton.
Yes.
I figured maybe
Yes,
you
but
got
it
back on
wasn't
your
Jodi.
bike.
But what's my leaderboard name?
Oh, well, we'll keep that private for your sake.
Okay.
You want it out there?
It doesn't matter to me. You can go follow me. It doesn't-
Okay.
I don't pay. Let me just
Go
say.
follow, if you are on Peloton, go follow her at Tour de Felice.
Yes.
She got that username.
Very
You were
early on.
Early on.
Very early on. So yeah, so you can friend me if you want, but I'll be honest with you, I'm really bad at high-fiving, and I've not really been into getting on the bike right now.
You've been weightlifting a lot more the
Yeah.
past few years.
Yeah, I mean, I do both, but one of the big things is I can't get to the treadmill right now because of some construction we have going on, and my bike is, I like my bike, but I like the treadmill better. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, but that's basically, I have been getting up, feeding animals, working out, eating breakfast.
How do you
heading to-
weightlift? Do you do specific days? Like, are you doing like a leg day and then like a tricep and bicep day? Or is it more like full body workouts?
Well, I have a tonal, so I mean, you know what my tonal looks like.
Right.
But anyways,
Explain it though.
It's a magnetic weightlifting system. It's like a big kind of huge screen that's on the wall, and the weight is kind of programmed in. So there's handles, there's arms that move around, but basically two reasons I really like it is that your dad loves like dumbbells. He has his whole setup.
Right.
But I
in
wanted
a different location, not in the house.
Yeah, we don't work out in the same areas at all. But I like it because no matter rain, sunshine, hot, cold, like I can get my workout in, and it's pretty compact. When the arms are not engaged, it's like pretty much.
It's basically just like a TV screen or a mirror that's on your wall when you're not using it.
Right. But the thing that I really love about it is that they have programs. So basically they have an instructor who has kind of laid out a whole kind of plan. So if you are into, maximizing your strength, or if they have different goals. So I do a lot of functional strength stuff.
What are your workout goals?
To maintain muscle mass. I don't think that I'm gaining muscle mass at this point. I'm trying to maintain what I have. I want to so I'm 50 some years old now, And in 30 years, I still want to be able to walk up the steps and do all the things I'm doing now. So like everything I'm doing now is with the intention of being able to do it like 10, 20, 30 years down the road. So I try to lift heavy. And the thing is that you change your program over time so that you're not doing the same thing over and over. So right now, the program I'm doing is a combination of power and cardio combined, which I really like because like in the 30 to 45 minutes I give it, I want to cover everything. Because mainly just because we've been really busy, so I don't want to have to like, you know, I just want to get it
switch
done.
up a workout, do a like 45-minute cardio workout versus a 30-minute weightlifting. Just do it all in one place.
Yes, exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I did discover though on the Peloton the other day, they've added so many things since I first got mine, and since I don't sometimes pay attention to like the updates, I did realize like you can watch YouTube on there.
Yeah, you can watch YouTube and Netflix, and
I knew
think
about
there's
Netflix.
a few others. They don't have like all the apps, but they have some of them.
No, but I didn't realize they had YouTube.
Yeah. Are you watching us when you're Peloton riding?
God, no. Do you know how painful it is to watch? Like, you had me watching, like, when you were editing the other day. It's so painful to, like...
Watch yourself back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
it is weird.
I really appreciate the time you spent editing.
I don't mind it at this point. I think once you watch yourself enough, like, any sort of sense of like self-criticism sort of goes away, you know?
Right.
Like,
I think the thing is that when I watch it back, or like I've watched it back, it's like reliving a moment. Like it's weird. Like I was there already. Like I'm watching this again. So anyways, no, I have not watched ourselves. I have watched, I've watched Amber, the Lovely Yarn podcast, and I've watched the Table 10 girls, and I watch Netflix sometimes because sometimes I just like will get on there.
Yeah.
The other cool thing that I actually do, so if you have a Peloton, you can go to Etsy and you can find this like table that can go over the arms of it. And I have knit and spun at the same time. So because you can
crazy. That's too much.
Yeah. I mean, if you're just knitting stockinette, at least like, because sometimes like...
But how are you doing the resistance and stockinette at the same time?
Well, I'm watching something and then I just put it on something that I'm doing endurance.
Okay, so this is just like a long ride. Okay, you're not having to change too much.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm not changing too much. But yeah, I've like knit socks or something like that there.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so...
Gotta figure out the places you can knit, right?
Sometimes you just have to maximize the time that you have.
Your workout and your knitting time is combined.
Yes.
That's super funny.
These days I really need it. But yeah, so that's what my life has looked like recently, basically.
Great.
And trying to cook somewhere in between.
Yeah. Although my sister was home recently, which is always amazing.
Yes.
Because she's like the most extraordinary person on the planet.
She's the most highly organized person I know.
And she did a ton of cooking for you.
She batch cooked and froze stuff for
She meal
us.
prepped, like the entire freezer is filled.
Yeah, like we cannot go to the grocery store now and buy anything that needs to go in the freezer because there is no room in the freezer.
But that's okay because you have like all these meals. She made like tikka masala, and she makes incredible bolognese sauce.
Yeah,
I love her bolognese.
Does.
I can't eat pasta anymore, as maybe people know at this point, but if you get like a good gluten-free pasta, her bolognese is so good with that.
Yeah, I mean, you all are really good cooks, I do have to say.
Yeah.
Your brother, you, and your sister. But Georgia loves to cook.
She does love to cook.
So
it's like an outlet for her, I think.
Yeah. So she cooked, and then we have these things called super cubes.
I think they're called super cubes.
Where they're
super cubes.
super
cubes.
Yeah, like SOUPER, where you can freeze in half cup or cup. I do highly recommend them. Like they're
especially if you have a busy lifestyle, it's such a good way.
Because the other thing too is they freeze in basically like a rectangle.
So you can just like put it in your Tupperware really perfectly.
Or a Ziploc bag or like some sort. So you freeze them in these like 1 cup measurements or half cup measurements. And the real game changer is we bought a really good rice cooker. Also that Georgia had researched and figured out.
We'll link it below because it's definitely one that's
it's an
worth
investment, but I do think it makes the best rice.
She did all the specs and everything. She went down the rabbit hole.
Oh, she will read every review. She will go through all of it. But we make a lot of rice and then you freeze it and it really reheats really nicely. So we did that a couple times. So she's kind of gotten me in the habit of when I make rice is to make a bigger batch
Yeah.
of it, put in the half cup freezer things, and then you freeze it, and then they fit so nicely because then you can kind of stack everybody in the freezer.
Yeah, as if like I love the stacking videos that people make of their breast milk, like where they make them really flat and then they have like all the stuff like that, but it's rice.
Yes. Yeah.
I've also heard, I don't know, it doesn't really matter that much, but that cooking rice and then freezing it or putting in the fridge is like better for your insulin resistance. Oh. Because the carb, you can kind of digest the carb differently if it's
interesting.
If it's not like super fresh rice.
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. I hadn't heard that. But
yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't know the science behind it, so don't quote me on it. She
kicked butt in the cooking department last week, which was really awesome. So I'm highly appreciative of it.
Yep.
Yeah. How about anything else you have going on right now?
I honestly, not really.
No.
Just like a lot of construction stuff. I've either been here or I've been painting walls, pretty much.
Right.
And trim. And yeah, I tiled a floor in a bathroom the other week. Not that well. But it's okay. It works.
It's done.
It's done.
Yeah.
I learned how to wire some electrical this summer. So I wired an outlet. I was very proud. That was a while ago.
Right.
But yeah, just construction stuff.
Yeah.
So,
which hopefully will be done around the corner.
Hopefully. At some point.
At some point.
Yeah. But so we've just been super busy here. I don't really have a life outside of this right now. We've been so busy milling yarn.
I don't really have a life outside of this either right now.
But I think we're excited in the fall to like do some more creative projects. We won't have as many in-person events, so it will help us slow down. Because we need a work-life balance.
Yeah, we've not had a work-life balance.
Yeah, which is our fault. We decided that.
Yeah, that's okay. No complaints, but it's like it was a good, I think we said before, no 2 in-person events, like 4 weeks apart. That was just too hard.
Yeah. I think it's
starting the YouTube channel has definitely added to. I mean, that's a good thing, but also that's that's a time that we have to set aside and spend editing and stuff like that. And so
but yeah, I think it's totally manageable. We just set ourselves very high expectations for the summer. We met those expectations, but it might be too high of a caliber for every season. We can pick like 1 or 2 times a year to work super hard for a month, but need like a pretty normal regular schedule for the rest of the year.
Right. And I think the thing too is that one of the big things that'll make getting stuff on the website for people to be able to buy a lot easier when we're not trying to prep for an in-person event and try to get some stuff up. So I think what will be good for you guys is that you will see a much more regular update of the site, because we're not trying to like basically double dip.
Up.
Yeah, because that was a pretty hard haul the last 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to having it kind of more manageable. And we have a lot. Well, the fall is really busy for us too. We have a bunch of stuff happening.
All really cool stuff.
Yeah, all really great stuff, but also like there's stuff on the calendar. It's not like, oh, we're done. Like we're getting ready for the next thing. But at least we won't be competing with these in-person events.
No, not like big in-person events. We do have a few, they're not open, but we have a few groups coming into the mill at different times. And so that's pretty exciting because it's fun to have people come in and check out what we're doing.
Right.
And we'll probably mill some amount of yarn for that, for anyone who wants to like have an in-person shopping experience at those specific events.
Right.
But that won't be like to the scale of the 2 events we've done this summer. Which,
correct.
So Stitchburgh, we're filming on Thursday. This is our last day. I labeled everything today. I think we're done.
Over here outside of the camera range is like all the bins, everything is ready.
And bins of yarn
to
and roving.
Get packed into the car. So like this looks all happy right here. There's chaos on the other side of the camera. But
this is like the clean.
Yeah, we try to keep this all kind of nice and set up. But you know, the
That's
rest.
that's the greatest thing about a camera shot that I think I learned in high school when I was taking photos is like just organize the things in the frame. You know,
That's right. Yeah, you don't have to worry what.
Which must be what influencers are doing. Because when I see people's like content on the internet, I'm like, no way, no way does your whole. You're just pushing stuff to the corner.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's super funny.
We're not pushing stuff to the corner. We have it all laid out over there.
All of the. We just showed you all this roving. We have a couch over here. It is covered in roving. The roving is, no one can sit on the couch. It is covered in roving, which honestly is pretty satisfying.
Well, honestly, there's been no time to sit on the couch, so it's okay. It's being used. Like any surface right now has something on it.
Yeah. I also do have this like sensory need to, when I label all the yarn, we made so many skeins of the blueberry tart, like an insane amount. And I did it, I was like in a flow state. I was like, I'm making all of this yarn, like I'm just going and going and going. And then when I labeled it today and I was done, I just had this like sensory need to like hug it all.
Yeah.
And just like see if I could hold it all, and I couldn't hold it all. And that was
when I
kinda
carried
cool.
it out from the basement where we wash it, like my arms were full. It was very satisfying to feel like it was like a huge bear hug.
When it's like heavy, it's yarn, and then it's really heavy, you're like, wow, this is pretty cool.
There is a lot of yarn here.
This is a lot of pounds of yarn.
yeah, so it was great. It was like a big bear hug of yarn.
Of blueberry tart.
Yep.
I can't remember, is there anything else? I think our brains are totally fried. I can't remember any other stories that I thought would be fun to share this week.
Yeah, I think it's just been here, so there's not been, you know, we've had a lot of rain, not to talk about the weather, but we've continued to have a lot of rain. We had tornado warnings the other day. That was like a whole thing that, you know, caused a little, you know,
ruckus.
Kind of, I don't know, excitement is the great thing.
I guess we've talked about it in the past before. Bear hates thunderstorms. He's so scared of them.
Yes.
So it's been a rough week for him. Yeah,
so his anxiety, like on a scale of 1 to 10, is about 20 right now.
He's like very needy right now.
Yeah. But the sheep are growing their wool, doing their thing.
I think we might try to give Bear a bath this weekend.
Well, next week.
Next week.
Unless somebody else while I'm at Stitchburgh wants to give him a bath. But he's a farm dog, let's be honest. He's probably had very few baths, but he's he's pretty rough right now.
He's like 165 pounds. I can't remember if we've said his weight before. Not to talk about his weight, but he's a very large dog. And
it tells you a lot about him.
It does, yeah. A 165-pound dog is like we're pretty tall. I'm like 5'8", and he comes like up to my waist.
Yeah, well, if he came up to the table, his head
would be like right here,
and
it'd be like this big.
Yes, he has this ginormous head.
Yeah. So the interesting part about giving him a bath will not be the actual bathing of him. It'll be how to dry him.
Yes.
Like how long with a blow dryer will it take to dry that dog? Because he's a Great Pyrenees Mastiff mix.
Right.
So he has a lot of hair.
He has a ton of hair. So one of the things I did order was one of those brushes to help get out the undercoat, because he has so much. Because when he sheds, he doesn't shed a little bit. Like he sheds in big, giant clumps. So I'm hoping. So I got like this, like I don't know. It kind of looks like a rake. I don't know if other people have dogs, they probably have seen these. But there's like this weird rake that I'm hopeful will.
You need to like glean him like you would a sweater that's pilling, because it's like he's pilling, but like in like huge chunks. Yes. He's not really doing that right now, but he definitely has an extra fur. Yeah,
he always has extra fur, because although he's modeled color looking like he is the Mastiff, he definitely has totally a Great Pyrenees coat. Yes. So in the winter, that's great for him. Like he loves to be outside because he's got like all this like downy fur underneath.
He reminds me of like our Icelandic sheep. You know how Icelandic sheep have that sort of soft, kind of fluffy stuff? And then they have like the long hairs that are very much like hair. He's kind of the same way in the winter. He has like his down coat, and then also he has this like hair on top.
So basically Bear stinks really badly right now and desperately needs a bath. So I think that will be on next week's list.
Yeah. But he really likes getting brushed. So
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be that hard to bathe him. It'll just be like a very time-consuming endeavor.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we need, like, every once in a while I see like those grooming videos on Instagram of dogs where they have like, they put, have you ever seen like they put like a little band thing over their ears? I guess it's probably supposed to make them feel more comfortable, like they're not. Yeah. So they have like these little, they look like little old ladies, like that they cover their ears. And then they have like these huge hoses.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what
I think he really likes being cold. Like his favorite part about being in the mill is being in the basement on the concrete floor because it's so cold. Right. So I think the cold water wouldn't bother him so long as it's a warm day.
Well, he gets in the pond. He doesn't care
he doesn't care
he doesn't care how cold it is. It's just the
we'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, it's a process, but we'll figure it out.
So, anyways, we rambled for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully any part of that was interesting to you guys, but we have a few projects. So do you want to share your projects?
Sure. Should share this one first?
For sure.
Okay. So, Allyson and I have another collaboration coming up. This is the Nougat. Now, mine sample is not done, so I'm really close. So you'll get to see the colors of one of the kits. These are my colors if you want to hold. But this is the Nougat.
This is so soft.
This is the Nougat by Aimee, Gille.
French, maybe?
Yes.
How pretty are those?
So this was a class that I took with Allyson because this is marled intarsia. I've done untarsia in the past.
Can you explain what that is?
So intarsia is different. It's a type of color work, but it's different than stranded color work because each of these blocks is the color is ending. So where this pink is right here, you're not holding that pink along the back.
Yeah, let's show the back.
So you can see they're very distinctive blocks.
This is the back and this is the front. So it's pretty reversible.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have, I don't like that idea. I've never done it, so maybe I shouldn't say that I don't like something I've never done. I don't like when the inside of something doesn't look
tidy.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
So this is nice to me.
Okay.
I don't think I would. You never say never. I probably am not a stranded colorwork convert.
You just maybe haven't learned how to catch your floats appropriately so that they have a really nice. But it's okay. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't think
I wouldn't say so. In the past, I've had people say to me, "Would you teach an intarsia class?" And I was always like, "There's no way I'm teaching intarsia." Because it is, I don't want to say it's challenging. It's like a lot of yarn management. But for this, Allyson like cracked the code for me.
Yeah.
And so the reason it's marled is because you're holding a strand, and this is a Romney merino mix that I milled. So that is being held throughout the whole time. The only thing that's changing are the colors. And this
is just, the white squares are just the...
No, there's, all of the squares are being held with Surrey alpaca.
Okay. Every single square.
Yeah, every single square. So if you have a white square, it's this white held with white Surrey and then pink. So, so basically what will happen for the kit is like, this is my color choice. And then I talked to Allyson and she picked a color choice, which is very different from mine. Much more, I would say much more fall inspired. Like this, I would say is bold.
This is bold.
Hers is kind of a little bit, I don't want to say neutral, but it's just, it's
is
a
it
little
earthier?
That's perfect.
Okay.
Because the base is gonna,
I haven't seen it, so I was just guessing.
Well, the base is going to be a brown as opposed to a white, and then there are 4 color choices, but I don't want to.
We won't share that yet.
We won't reveal it yet. But this is going to be our next collaboration because she has taught the class a couple times. It will be on demand, and we'll probably do a pre-order, like what we just did with the pressed flowers. You will see again here very soon. Because
do you have an estimate of when that might be? Is it going to be in September at some point?
Yes.
Okay.
Very soon. Very, very soon. Like the beginning of September. The kits will be up for probably pre-order, and then I think mid-September she'll be dropping the class.
Oh, okay, great.
But I think we're going to do the same sort of deal. She's going to offer a coupon on the class, and we'll probably offer a little bit off on the kit.
Yep.
yeah, so I'm excited. It's really beautiful. Like, I mean,
I
it
love
is
it.
really soft. It'll be really good for winter. So I just have to get my sample finished.
So you've been knitting away.
I have. This is
You've
what
been knitting since our pop-up. There was something that you couldn't share, and this was the thing.
Yes, that's what I couldn't share. So
Perfect. It looks great.
Yeah. So
You've got quite a bit to go, but not too much.
I actually just have one more chart, which is not too bad, and it's getting smaller. So it starts at one end, and so you start small and you're getting bigger, bigger, bigger. You get to your point, and now I've been on the decrease side. So
Aren't you decreasing? Isn't that amazing? Decreasing is amazing.
It is such an enjoyable thing to do, especially when you've been increasing.
Yeah.
So,
It looks great though. It's awesome.
yeah, I'm really happy with it. It was kind of really a fun, because I obviously milled the yarn and then dyed all the colors before I took her class. So yeah, so
Cool.
that's what I've been knitting on. My Rhinebeck sweater has taken a second place right now while I finish this.
Okay.
So I don't really have any updates on that.
Okay. Great.
Yep.
Well, I just was knitting away.
Wow.
What I did was, this is my sweater.
It looks great. You've made a lot of progress.
If you're new here, or you haven't watched every single episode, which is totally fine, this is the step-by-step sweater by Florence Miller. I think the thing that is confusing to me about that name is that Millie Bobby Brown has some sort of like beauty company called Florence by Mills or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't even buy any beauty products, but it's like in my head and it starts to confuse me. But anyway, so that doesn't matter. This is
Well, every
neither
time
here
we
nor
say
there.
Florence, I want to say "and the machine."
Oh yeah. There's too many. It's like
Yeah.
But anyways, this is like one of the most probably famous beginner sweater knitting patterns because there's the YouTube video and it's a free pattern, so it's like the perfect thing for anyone who's never knit a sweater to do.
Right.
Because someone is like literally taking you through all the steps. It's a very well written pattern.
Yep. I agree.
So I made a few changes, talked about it in the last video. Won't bore people with all of them, but I said that I was going to do decreases around the waist because I have quite a big difference between my bust measurement and my waist measurement. It's like 12 inches or something kind of crazy. So it just wouldn't look that flattering if the bust measurement, because has positive ease.
Yeah,
so
you didn't want it to be
huge.
oversized and boxy. You wanted it to fit you a little bit better.
It's not definitely not fitted, but it is not so oversized.
Well, you just won't have all that flat
that extra
at your waist, right?
So I think I did 8 decreases, which because of the gauge was about 8 inches.
Okay, that's great.
I think I think the ease for the size I chose was, or not the ease, the total measurement for the bust was 47 inches.
Okay.
Which is still bigger than my measurements.
You gave yourself some ease in there, yeah.
But I wanted to get closer to 39-ish inches around the waist so that I wouldn't have, I think that's about 9 inches of ease around my waist, which is much better than 17 inches of ease around my waist.
Right.
So anyways, so I got through that, and then now I'm just knitting to the point where I guess I'm ready to end it. I think I decided, I keep going back and forth like every day. Am I gonna do a rolled kind of edge? So I'd probably do like a few knit pearls, just like two or three, so that it would have like in a smaller needle size, and then a pearl, and then a few knit rows. I think that's how you do it. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would probably,
because I'm gonna switch back to just this blue.
Right.
So I want just like two or three rows, so it'd be like a pearl row or something, and then knit pearl, like 3 rows of that, and then the rolled edge rows.
Yeah.
So that might be like 5 rows total.
Yeah, I bet you, yeah.
Working this out aloud.
Yeah. I mean, really, honestly, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah. The reason I want the knit pearl row is just because I think that adds just a touch of like intrigue. Because of
I think it'll help you the flow of the sweater to be like kind of flat before the roll starts.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then, so right now I have a very long torso, so this hits me slightly below my natural waist. I think I'll probably do maybe 3 or 4 more inches, which probably won't take long. Like I could probably finish that tonight,
Right.
and then do that edge, because blocking it will grow a little bit too.
Right. Actually, before you start the bottom edge, I would maybe block it.
Okay.
Like give it a steam.
Yeah.
Just so everything will relax.
Yes.
And then you'll really determine whether you're ready to start your
Right.
bottom ribbing,
Right.
whatever you're gonna do.
And I think before I do the bottom ribbing too, I forgot to say this, is that I'm probably going to do the arms first, because I kind of want the whole fit before I make any final decisions about what the finishing edges are gonna look like.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
And then also I'm definitely gonna rip this out. The thing that I guess also was maybe a first timer's naivete or something like that is
the collar.
not just the collar, but also when you hold a DK 100% wool with silk suri, it is very warm.
Oh.
It is a warm sweater.
Yeah.
I tried it on last night, and I'd been working all day.
Oh, that
and
was
I'd been
bad.
outside, and I was like, I have to take this off.
Yeah.
And I just didn't like how I think my neck area is very, very sensitive, and I am not someone who actually wears a collar on. Like I like more of a like the neckline I have right now on is very
you
nice.
have a V-neck, or you wear Henley or something. So
I don't want. That's like too much for me.
Yeah.
So actually, I think I'll probably keep it pretty open if I can. I'll obviously decrease in needle size just so that it has like a nice clean edge. But I'll probably just do like a purl row and then like 2 knit rolls and just like let it roll over.
Oh, so you want to take the collar out and just make it a little rolled collar?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
So that it's lower.
Right.
Because right now, like trying it on, I was like, I'm never gonna reach for
Yeah.
that. I'm never gonna want to wear that. I don't have that many 100% wool sweaters, but
Yeah.
the ones that I do, the ones I never reach for, are ones where it's like a really tall neck. So
Yeah,
even though I
that
think
makes
that
sense.
looks really cute, it's just not probably for me.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, that is what I have done so far.
I mean, it looks really awesome. I'm really happy with
I really
how it's
like the
turning out for
color
you.
together, and my sister said she liked that I chose the blue for the edge instead of like a white.
Right.
Because it pops a little bit more.
Well, it frames.
Yeah.
It makes like a little frame for the sweater, I think is a good thing.
I love when someone will do like different cuffs in different colors or something. Like I like the personalization.
Yeah.
I like things to be kind of nice and tidy and look professionally done, but I also like when you get to make a weird decision that no other sweater, no other garment, no other whatever would have.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, the good
I'm
thing is
making all those
that
decisions.
you have access to some other colors. We had some, every once in a while in a run, we have yarn that we just deem is not sellable, so it kind of goes in a bin here.
Or there's just extra of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't get fully.
It doesn't. We don't
the
get
200
like a full,
yards.
Right. So so you could have a cute little one that's like a different color.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what to knit next.
Oh. Any thoughts, or you don't want to share that right now?
I was thinking about it. I think I'm trying to decide. I like the idea of trying color work or multiple colors, whatever. I don't know the exact terminology, so correct me if I'm wrong. But brioche I like because reversible. We've kind of gone over this.
Right.
It's tidy.
Oh, you showed me a brioche sweater.
Yes, and it was really pretty.
Yeah.
I'll talk about it another time if I decide to knit it. I have to look into the pattern a little bit more. It didn't seem like on Ravelry that many people had tried it. It seemed difficult. But I don't know. Who knows?
Hey, listen, sometimes you have to buy a pattern to really like delve into, and you just have to be like, okay, like that's okay. Like I invested.
I think that's something I have to get over, because when I'm sewing, I never buy a pattern because oftentimes they're so expensive. I think indie pattern designers deserve what they're asking for. Like 100%. I have bought patterns that are like $20 that an indie designer has made, and they're very good, and they're putting so much effort into that, so I think it's well worth it.
Right.
But I'm never following the directions of anything. I'm always altering everything, so I sometimes I think I have to get over that hump of like, hey, you're new to this, so it's actually very worthwhile to learn the construction through a pattern.
I think especially
Even if I'm
with
changing things.
brioche, which is kind of very specific.
Yes.
It's not just knits and pearls. Like there's a lot happening that probably investing in the pattern might be worth it, because there's going to be some details in there that you don't want to kind of guess at, because it's not as easy to change your stitch count with that. So it might be worthwhile. I mean,
I was thinking about Woolfolk as a I think they have some patterns, and I saw they had a brioche sweater pattern when we were in Oakmont Yarn Collaborative.
Yes.
And so I was thinking of like, hey, maybe I should purchase that pattern, and even if I don't knit it through the whole way, practice with that, so that I can kind of get a sense of, okay, is this something that I would wear before I invest in a pattern that is someone who's a smaller designer, that there's like not a lot of knowledge of like whether or not it's a good pattern or not. Because if I ran into issues with someone who's like doesn't really have that many patterns, I think I'd be like, oh no, I have to like find a completely different pattern versus one that a company has put out probably is.
Maybe. I mean,
I don't know.
I think the thing is that usually when people ask me about patterns, I always tell them, go to the project pages.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So so these are like red flags to me.
Yeah, some people's sweaters looked great. Some people's sweaters looked, in my opinion, bad. Not very good.
Yes. So one is that if you look through the pages and you never see it on a body.
Oh, it didn't have any of those.
Makes me very worried. Because
there weren't that many
if there's a lot
either.
of flat photos, I'm like, okay, does that fit anybody? Like, what's going on
Okay,
here?
there are some pattern red flags.
So that's my first red flag. 2 is it all just the test knitters? You know, or was it test knit? Because oftentimes the designer will ask them to put like in their title that they were testing.
Yeah.
So if it's just like nobody outside of the testers did it, is a little bit of a red flag to me. Not a total one, but that's one. And then the other thing is that if nobody ever has given any project notes, because then I'm like, are you afraid to say that there is an issue with this pattern? Like, and I know people feel uncomfortable with this. And let me first say, I'm terrible at keeping Ravelry pages. You can go look at my Ravelry page and they're horrible. Like, I just don't have the time or energy. I have a notebook I keep that information in. I don't want to go on there. I don't want to have to like search the yarns. Like, that's just, because the other thing too is that I'm at a point where I just view the pattern as a recipe, and I'm probably making a lot of changes.
Yeah.
And
I would be that way too, because like I don't foresee myself being like, this pattern I'm gonna knit exactly the way it is, because I just don't have that in me.
Right.
Even if I love the pattern.
But I do greatly appreciate all those people who that is their kind of thing. Like, they like to put all, because sometimes it is really helpful. But my biggest one is if I haven't seen it on a body.
There were enough photos on the body.
Or different types of bodies, I'm kind of like, there might be something wrong with this pattern.
I think the major thing, I don't know about the pattern, but the specific, I'm not going to put the designer out here. Just because I don't know. If
I mean, it was a beautiful sweater, don't get me wrong. It was gorgeous. And the colors really inspired us.
Can I say one thing though? Is that well, that wasn't even the pattern designers. That was someone else's. But the yarns you need to use are very specific for this. So I think that, you know, there's a lot of people out there that when you're reading a pattern, you're like, okay, I have this yarn, I want to figure out what I want to make with it. And then you pick a pattern and usually they just like
maybe don't
necessarily go together. And there was a lot of that happening. Or it's just like people probably making the wrong yarn decision for the pattern that they were.
Right.
But I don't know. There was also not pictures on people either. So who knows? I'll go back to it.
Yeah.
The other is that I would like to steek a cardigan.
Oh. Yay.
Yeah. Because I don't want to... And I'm like so out there with my opinions. I hope that I'm not offending people when I say things. I don't want to knit from the bottom down or like not in the round. That seems not fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I love stitching.
I just want to cut it in half and then add the...
Yes.
So maybe we can do that.
Yes. I love that idea.
Yeah. Because I can probably edit this pattern to some degree or find a pattern for a sweater I like. And then can I just steek it and then double knit a 2? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, probably.
Yes.
I like cardigans better than sweaters anyways, so.
I do too, yeah.
I'm a cardigan wearer, and I often will wear a cardigan like it's a sweater. I'll just like button it up and everything.
Right.
But that would probably be the best next pattern, or next project to work on.
Yeah, I love steeking.
Mm-hmm.
It's the best thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
because I want to knit in the round. There's no way
I
I'm
don't
knitting
want to
flat.
knit flat.
Also,
that comes up with, that's like so many problems come with knitting flat from the perspective of someone who's made clothes. It's like I don't get to try it on until I'm 60 hours in.
Right.
I'm not doing that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing too is mainly is like if you're doing color work, and I think we talked about this in the pattern,
then you're purling.
Then you're purling and you're catching floats or you're having floats. Is like I just want to do color work in the round. Like for me, it's gonna be very even. It's gonna be very easy because
and you kind of edit that into the place where you're gonna cut.
Right, and you
and
add
make sure
basically
you have
it's
that
called
correctly.
a steek panel, and then you can cut it, and then I personally use the sewing machine to reinforce my steek, but there's lots of other options. But we don't lack sewing machines, so that's like a really easy one for us. But there's,
I mean, I even have a serger. Sergers are great.
Yeah, well,
But
you don't
probably,
have to.
You wouldn't have to do that though.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to do that. I mean, there's other things you can do if you don't have a sewing machine. There's many other options. But yeah.
Let us know if you want to see steeking. If you want Jodi to show you how to steek. Because that might be the next project.
Maybe that's something we'll work on. Because FYI, I still haven't finished or started a baby sweater that I announced like 9 episodes ago that
We've
I was
been
going to
busy.
work on.
It's fine. It's not even sweater weather for a baby anyways.
True. So I don't know. Maybe we'll steek a baby sweater.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let us know if you'd be interested. Maybe that's
I'll knit a whole sweater and she'll knit a baby sweater and then we'll steek them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
So,
I think that was pretty much it. We are going to see how much vlog footage we can make this weekend. We'll see.
There might be some. There might not be. We'll see.
We hope you liked this chat. All right. Hello. The end of the second day of Stitchburgh has completed, but we are kind of stuck here for the time being because it is thunderstorming to a crazy degree.
Yes. So we're gonna hang tight here for a little bit until maybe it passes.
But we had a really great day yesterday. So Friday we had a really great day. Seemed like a ton of people came out to buy yarn, and so that was awesome.
Yeah, lots of people who told us you've been watching our videos, so thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
Hello everyone, I'm here with Dewberry. We'll see how long she stays. I wanted to give you a little update from Stitchburgh. It's pretty windy right now, so hopefully this audio isn't too bad. But it's Sunday. I was at Stitchburgh on Friday and Saturday, and my mom is there today just alone. And I'm at the farm, obviously, because there's a sheep right here. And we had a really great weekend. It was crazy. Friday was awesome. We met a ton of people who watch and wanted to come and buy yarn. And that was really sweet because it's super cool to like put faces to names and like see people who are out there listening to us ramble on the internet. And so that was like really cool to just, to like hear what people are going to make with the yarn or what colors they liked and everything like that. I think she's going to start trying to eat my hair. You're not as good of a podcast host as my mom is, Dewberry, but you're very cute. Friday was crazy. Saturday was pretty slow, but we still met people and had like a lot of nice conversations, so that was really cool. And was a lot of vendors at the event, so it was nice because we finally got a chance to walk around and see what people were selling. And then Sunday so far has apparently been pretty good from what my mom has said. Obviously I'm not there, but I hope that she sells a bunch of yarn. And I'm trying to think what else. It's definitely starting to be fall here. It's very windy. So I'll edit out all the parts that were too windy. Hopefully it's not too bad, but one of the really cool things about Stitchburgh this year is that they had this very cool local Pittsburgh crochet designer named Tara. She made a cowl crochet design specifically for the event, and she was selling her patterns there. So I'm going to show some footage of her patterns and everything. And it was a really cool cowl that was inspired by Pittsburgh and the bridges here. It's very, very, very beautiful, and you know, we're kind of like on the knitting side of things, so it's really cool to see crochet, or not me so much, but my mom is definitely on the knitting side of things, so it's cool to see like crochet designers out there doing really beautiful work. And she's super sweet, so I'll link all of her social media and the Ravelry to the pattern, the Ravelry page of the pattern below if you want to check it out, if you're local to Pittsburgh and want to crochet it, or you know, maybe you just have a love of bridges. It's a great pattern for that too. And yeah, Dewberry, you need so much attention. She needs so much attention. This little girl thinks she's a dog. Look at her. Do you have anything to say? Do you want to close us out? Tell people, buy the yarn today. She's so sweet. Yep. I locked up, in order to take this video and be in the field, I locked up the dogs, and they have a little, over there, they have like a doggy door, and I can see one of their faces popping out because they want to be out here so bad, but they're so rambunctious, so I had to put them away. But I would never lock you up. I'll let you just stand here. You'll get your pets. Alright, well, anyways, I hope you guys have a great week. And yeah, we're super excited about the next month ahead. So stay tuned, keep watching, like, comment. We really like getting to talk to you guys, and thank you so much for supporting. We really, really appreciate it. I know if my mom was here, she'd say the same thing. Dewberry, are you appreciative? Dewberry is also appreciative. So anyways, have a great week. Bye.